Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lorraine Alternative Homesteading on December 22nd, 2024. And just as I walk out of my house, oh, it's part of the Scarlet family. They're little gang stalkers. But I was inside the Cats building, and I hear all this cackling. I hear my guineas cackling, and I walk out here, and they're all lined up in this field. And they're looking at something, and there is a falcon sitting by my burn pit, probably scourging for food or something. So yeah, so all my guineas were out here, but I'm glad they called me. The falcon did fly away. It went into the trees and then flew away. But I'm glad they did, because I found some bitchcraft around the property, and these criminals have been quite busy. There goes another one, look. Look, here comes another one. But you'll see real soon. Here it comes. There they go. But they were very busy last night, I guess, during the live stream, or the longest day of the year. There it goes. The longest night of the year, I should say. Solstice, winter solstice. Well, look, I've got holes everywhere back here. Look. Hole. Hole. Hole, hole. Look at this, is a big hole here. Another hole here. Huge hole here. Holes everywhere. Wait, I'm in the way. Holes everywhere. Look at all these holes. Look at this. They're just digging everything up here. Look at this one here. So I've got with me some cat litter. I'm going to fill up some of the holes. Look at this. Now I'm going to tell you right here, what I'm looking at here was covered in beautiful grass, because I was putting all my grass clippings here totally covered, and then it reseeded itself. So at the end of last year, this was totally reseeded. And then this is what the criminals did. You know, of course they want to blame it on my birds or something, but this is not something that's done by my birds. This is done by the criminals. So thank you all subscribers and people that joined in the chat last night. Of course, this is a partial evidentiary video. You can see right here. All the holes everywhere. No, it's not a snake. This is what the criminals did here. Yeah. And they dug up this here. This was over the summertime. I'll show you what they dug up here over the summer. You can see here. Exposing the roots of the tree. And this is what it's supposed to look like, a hot mess of foliage, right? Because that's what streams and creeks look like. Because they're moist and wet, they always attract vegetation. So when you see something like this, it's deliberate. They're deliberately reseeding the wall of this stream. But it doesn't really matter, because even when we have a ridiculous amount of rain, it could rain for 2 days. The water never gets up high. It won't get up higher than that, because the gravity is pulling it down to the big creek. And again, this is the stream behind my house. It meanders, goes all the way up there. But this is what the criminals did. They completely dug it up. Oh, and I missed this part of the bitchcraft. The bitchcraft was spreading branches like this all around this area. Oh, here's another one I missed. I missed this one here. I missed these, like over here, these little bitchcrafts over here. I missed these. Here's another one. Yeah, so whenever they vandalized it by puncturing holes. And when they dig holes like this, they usually poison it. Right, so they're digging holes everywhere, just the way they dug over here. Here's more bitchcraft. I don't have any trees here. There are no trees here. Look. Here, I've already put cat litter here, but I used the wrong cat litter. You know, there are different kinds of cat litter to use, and I've got so many different kinds. So the cat litter that I'm going to be using is a different color, so it kind of blends in with the soil. So here's more bitchcraft. All of this. But thank you all, everybody, for joining in the chat last night. It lasted just over 2 hours. I was pretty much on time. I think I got in at like 10:06 p.m. And we had a pretty, kind of a full house. We had like 23 people at one time. Here comes Zumi. And my prediction was kind of correct. After the chat ended, just over 2 hours later, the weather report said it was going to be like 21 degrees. And I said, no, it's always a lot less than that. Well, it turned out to be 18 degrees. And then when I woke, it was 17 degrees. So yes, it was very cold here, bitterly cold. I'm going to dump these branches. There goes Zumi. And then we're going to go fill up those holes. But thank you, everybody. We have a moderator. I asked if somebody would be willing to moderate, and Saul, or Peace, I think they changed their name to Peace, agreed to be a moderator. And in being a moderator, they kind of comb the contents of subscribers and chat people. You want to go in the house, baby? Let's go in the house. And just alert me to any perps. They'll repost my email address, repost a link to the channel, repost any links to offers for you guys like a redemption shield. You're entitled to 10% off any of your purchases on EMF products. So it was kind of a lively chat. We spoke about fusion centers. The one takeaway that I got from the fusion centers, and I did not know this before, I was curious about their oversight. Since they're not generally subject to FOIA requests, I'm thinking, who is overseeing their activities? How much money do they bring in? So I asked ChatGPT, and mind you, it's not completely up to date. And it's obscured in secrecy and information sharing and all that crock of BS. There goes Zumi again. Well, fusion centers generally don't generate money, although we all know as targeted people that they personally reap and sow the benefits of harassing us and stealing our assets. Of course, that's not reported anywhere. You see that right there? That's called targeting. A whole bunch of unnecessary rock trespassing my property that was dumped by Judge Executive Shane Gabbard. Permitted that. Trespassing my property, the letter V for vendetta. But there are very few of the fusion centers that actually report to Homeland Security. Oh, there they go again. I mean, it's Sunday. Like, there's nothing open even. There's what was I going to say? I just lost my train of thought. Okay, so the fusion centers, some of them report to under Homeland Security, like Kentucky. But let's do the drum roll. Most of the 80 fusion centers report to the state police. It's one big club. So the oversight to collecting all that data, all that surveillance information on you and me and all the targeted people out there, the slander campaigns, are mostly overseen by the police, which is, we investigated ourselves and found nothing wrong with our doing. What's the matter, big boy? You wanted to come out? I told you it was cold. You don't listen. And look at how disgusting they dug this up here. Just disgusting. And they do it not over the summer so much. They do it when the winter's coming because nothing can grow now. And then this is not holding the rain. There goes another one. Wow, look at that. Another one. That's 4. So the oversight, lo and behold, of fusion centers is usually the state police or some police authority. In some rare instances, it's Homeland Security or another one, like in Tennessee, it's the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, which is like the FBI. Okay, so then I asked, well, how much money does it cost to run these things? Well, generally across the country, and this is very obscure, $300 million to run 80 fusion centers. But as ChatGPT said, that is not even an accurate accounting because some of the fusion centers are somewhat privately funded through federal grants and partnerships and corporations and private entities. Private. So we were discussing it. I really do hope that the new administration, since Elon Musk is very good at cutting corners, he's very good at his financial skills and getting rid of what you don't need. I'm hoping maybe we should all suggest to the incoming administration to investigate the fusion centers. Find out, one, why do we need them? We don't need them. We're spending so much money on them. They don't generate income, right? They're not doing any service to the community. I don't know anybody. Most people don't even know what a fusion center is. If you would ask the general population, what are fusion centers? They'd probably shrug their shoulders and not know. So we spoke about that. One of our subscribers had a birthday. Happy birthday, December 21. There goes numbers. There goes number 5 or number 6. Here comes the black pickup truck on Sunday. Only when I'm outside, though. Going across the county road. This tiny community. I wonder how much they get paid on Sundays. But look at this huge hole. Huge. And this one. And this. And all these holes here. Look at this. And this. Look at what they've done here. But yeah, so we spoke about fusion centers. I read from a portion of Battle for Your Brain by Viral Serb about how they sabotage relationships and spread the rumors and slanders. And we can thank the fusion center operatives for disseminating that information to your neighbors and mine. And them spreading fake gossip, like lies. I mean, it's one thing like when we spread gossip about the Scarlet that we found out to be true. When you're spreading the truth, I don't know, is it gossip if you're just speaking the truth? I don't know. I really don't like engaging in gossip, but this is what the fusion centers do. They concoct a fake narrative about you based upon your likes, your interests, who you're friendly with. And let's face it, guys. I mean, how much do you know about your friends? Like, I have friends for a very long time. And even my very, very long-term friends, like 20 years plus, I don't know everything about them. I don't. Oh, look at what the criminals did here. Look at this. I'm just noticing this. Look at this. This wasn't like this. This is now protruding. Here. Look at what they did here. This is metal siding. And look here. You can see their scribble here. Can you see that? The Freemason arch. Right here. This is like pure vandalism. What they're doing to my property is just off the charts. But so fusion centers, we don't really need them. Most people don't know anything about them. And they're the ones that are going into the communities, the community-based agents. They're the ones working with your local government. They're the ones spreading the slander campaign that your sheriff, that your police department, that your neighbors are all spreading in the community and going along to get along. They don't care if they're harming innocent people. They're all doing it for money. Their paws are out on the table. So my right hand without its glove is a little cold. I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you everybody for joining in the chat. Happy birthday, Capricorns. I'll post something about that later. And I just have to go spread litter in these holes. I'll talk to you soon.